guys, welcome to Slots and Sprues. What's this channel going to be for me? So, probably like most men of my age, I'm approaching my 10th decade, end of the 10th decade on this planet. I'm looking back to the things I did when I was a child that give me pleasure. Two of them things were toy cars and Airfix models. So I had, like most youngsters of that generation, I had Skeletrix, I had a thing called TCR Racing, which I used to play with all the time. I also used to play with and build, not to any great extent, just knock them together quick, glue them together, no bother painting, and just basically build them and then smash them up. If I'm honest, I was a kid. We had an open fireplace in my house when I was a child. Like most things that era, health and safety was out the window. I used to crash the model airplanes into the fire and watch them go up in a ball of flames. I would take them into the garden and crash them into whatever was out there. They were toys. They weren't a thing of beauty for me. They were just a thing to build, creativity, toys. Same with Skeletrix. I would just rag them around, butcher the cars, do all sorts of stuff with them, just for fun. Now, to my right is my temporary layout. I've had this Skeletrix digital set I bought second hand 3 or 4 years ago, probably now. Probably even longer than that, just with the intention of doing a track with it. It come with 2 digital minis, some Ginettas and some Audis. The Ginettas are completely smashed up. The Ginettas are like, I think they're them tough model ones. They're okay, but they're analog. And this is a digital sports set. When I got the analog power pack, but I don't use it. So this was my temporary setup to prove that I've got a small space. I think this is 2 meters by like 90 centimeters. So I haven't got a great deal of space. But this was a proof to me that I could fit a track in here and make it a reasonable size. And I want to leave space for decoration, scenery, and ideas that I've got for the layout. I want it to be like a cross between Skeletrix and Hornby. So I want to kind of go down the train set details. Some of them guys do with their train sets are amazing. I've seen some amazing Skeletrix tracks as well, if I'm honest, and Carrera stuff that guys do. So I'm trying to go down that path with this. I've got the Arc Pro. I want the digital aspect of it, so I can race on my own if need be, and all the other aspects that come with Digital Pro. I got that cheap. I got that, say cheap on as it's not cheap. Let's be fair. I got it considerably cheaper than I would do on the Skeletrix. I got the 4 GT cars with it. 2 of them in the rear wings are broken. I've ordered the rear wings off of eBay, 13 quid for the rear wings postage. So that will complete that, and that's 13 quid. I've saved 150 quid off of that buying it on Amazon. So that's going to be that project for me. Got lots of ideas with it. Nothing's going to be racetrack on this setup. I don't want any homage to any race. Although I do love racing, I love tracks like Spa, Nürburgring, things like that. There's going to be no homage to anything racing on this. There's going to be no race stands. There's going to be no racing pit stops. Although there is going to be a pit stop area. That's obviously a long-term goal. So hopefully I'll be able to post. What I want to do is post once a week anything I've done on this. So hopefully I can implement or do something to this track once a week. Now, to my left, I'm still in the process of buying loads of stuff. Let's get rid of this old laptop out of the way. To the left, if I can just swing this round a bit without being too... Let's just put that there. Am I still in it? Yeah. So to the left is going to be my plastic modelling area. Let's just move that very amateur here. Although my son's a videographer, does that for his living, I'm very amateur at it. So this side is going to be my Airfix, Revell, Tamiya model making area. Got myself a Galeri airbrush, cheap hairspray booth off of Amazon, nothing spectacular. Got some bits and bobs like little knives and some stuff. Got more bits and bobs coming. Got some better lighting for in here coming. All that sort of good stuff to try and do plastic modelling or Airfix models in a way that I didn't do when I was a child, i.e. not just build them and smash them up and burn them. I want to try and do a pretty reasonable job, and I know there's some fantastic model makers out there that I follow on YouTube. Absolutely outstanding stuff they do, and their eye for detail is amazing. At some point in the years to come, hopefully I can achieve that, but for now I just want to build a model and make it look nice. I won't be filming them builds for the start because I know I'm going to be a nightmare and they're not going to go well. So I will take photos, probably stills, and do weekly updates on the models I'm doing until I get confident in myself that I can sort of film them. But for the start, it's going to be more like, this is what I'm building, a couple of stills, this is where I've got to. First one I'm going to build is this model, which I've had now for, again, 3 years. So I've started it, and when I started this, I had no equipment. It was a spray can that I had. I had no intentions of going mad on it. It's the Tamiya, because I love motorbikes. It's the Tamiya CB750F. So I had no intention of going mad on it. I just wanted to build something. My son had another model. I say I've probably built 3 models in the last 40 years. So I want to get this finished. I'm going to try and get it up and make it look decent. It's not going to be brilliant because obviously I've already started it. So, but I'm going to try and use it up, and it'll be a chance for me to try and start to use these equipment to see how well I get on. So I joined the Airfix club because I thought I might as well, and I got that free with it. Well, I think free, you've got to pay for it, I suppose. So that's going to be my second model to build. So bike, then this, and then we'll go from there. We'll see how I get on. Hopefully, I'm pretty handy. I'm pretty good for an eye to detail, so hopefully I can get on and get these things completed at a reasonable level. So this is going to document, really. God, that sun's quite powerful now, isn't it? This is going to document, really, my achievements and failures along the way. So I think there'll be more failures with this side of the room than this side of the room. However, I've got some nice ideas for this side of the room. So we just see how it goes. I'm just going to pull this right down a minute. Yeah, that's better. I'm looking forward to both sides of the room equally. So I'm going to try and do a video a week on plastic model making, Airfix, Revell, Tamiya, and that sort of stuff. A video a week on my Scalextric track development. As I say, loads of ideas for that. And I just hope you follow along, see my ups and downs, see my mistakes, my successes if there are any. I've got some good ideas for the track in respect of scenery and things on it. So hopefully people will like that kind of stuff. And yeah, just go from there. So Any comments, just leave them in below if you've got any ideas or tips. Anything that are new, more for the plastic modelling. Anything that are new, someone coming new to the hobby, really, would benefit from. I mean, I've got a Galeri compressor here. I've got the Des one because I didn't think I'd need a full blown tank to start with. So I'm not going to be doing loads. I'm going to be doing one model at a time. I'm not going to be doing loads of a great amount of airbrushing. I thought for me that would be ideal starter pack. Come with an airbrush, cheap Amazon spray booth. So if anything that anyone can suggest, this is the one must thing you should do to get for beginners, then I'd greatly appreciate any comments. Yeah. So if you stay to the end, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in future videos.